So you've been losing weight just fine until you hit that weight loss plateau. But is it really a weight loss plateau? Hey everyone, my name is Anand from UnderdogStrength.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you whether you actually hit a weight loss plateau or not, and what are the exact reasons why you hit a weight loss plateau. Now when it comes to weight loss, a weight loss plateau can be really discouraging for most people. This is because you've put in all this work, you finally found what works for you, and if you've hit that weight loss plateau, then don't be alarmed about it. And this is because nearly every single person who has to lose a significant amount of weight will eventually run into these weight loss plateaus. Weight loss plateaus are completely normal, and in this video I'm going to show you exactly why. If you learned something from this video, then please share this video with one person that you think is going to benefit from this video. Now when it comes to weight loss, a lot of people think that weight loss is linear. They start from here and they end up over here. But it's never like that. In reality, in my own experience of losing over 125 pounds, and in my experience as a coach, weight loss looks more like the line that you see over here, where you're gonna have ups and downs in your weights, but overall the line will be trending downwards. But it's never gonna be a straight line. In my experience as a coach, I can tell you that just because you stop losing weight does not necessarily mean that you've actually hit a weight loss plateau. So how can you tell that you've actually hit a weight loss plateau? So here are 3 steps that you need to take in order to determine whether you've hit a weight loss plateau or not. Step number 1 is that you need to accurately track your body weight. Now your body weight is definitely not the only thing you should keep track of, but it's a very reliable way of tracking your progress over time. Now, a mistake that I see people making all the time is that they don't track their body weight accurately, and this is because they track their body weight at different times of the day, and they also panic when they see daily weight fluctuations. Now your body weight is going to fluctuate every single day, and not only that, but your body weight is going to change throughout the day. So for this reason, I highly recommend that you weigh yourself every single day, and then when you weigh yourself every single day, you can take a weekly average of all your weigh-ins, and you can compare your weigh-ins from week to week. So this way you can make sure that you're making progress in the long term. A really good app that I could recommend for this is called Rec Style, and I'll leave a link down in the description below. It's a free app that lets you track your body weight every single day, and at the end of the week it's gonna tell you your average weight. I always recommend my clients that they weigh themselves under the same conditions every single day, and this is usually the first thing in the morning without eating or drinking anything, and after using the bathroom. This way, your body weight is not going to be affected by things like what you eat or what you drink. Step number 2 is to keep track of your body measurements. Now your body weight is not the only thing you should keep track of, because there's a lot that goes into your body composition. So when you keep track of your body measurements using a measuring tape, and you can also take your progress pictures and compare from week to week or every 2 weeks. Now I use something called the Myo tape. What I really like about this is that you can by yourself keep track of all your body measurements, and you can log them into the Rec Style app that I just mentioned. And if you're interested in this tape, I'll leave a link down in the description below. The reason why I recommend keeping track of your body measurements is that, especially if a person is a beginner and he starts training, so even though the weight on the scale might not go down, their body composition is actually improving. They're adding muscle and they're losing fat at the same time. Now obviously this won't continue for a really long time, but for a short time this is really possible, and this is where keeping track of your body measurements and your progress pictures can really help. And the third step you want to take is that you want to make sure that you're actually tracking your food intake, because if you're not tracking your food intake in any way, then you really don't know whether your diet is working for you or not. Now there's many ways of tracking your food intake. At the very basic level, I recommend most people that they should keep track of their calories and also their protein intake. If you want to be more accurate than that, then that's even better. Like, you can even track your carbohydrate and fat intake. I use an app called MyFitnessPal, and another great app is called FitGenie. And if you want to learn about how to use these apps, then click on the link in the description below to my complete article on how to use these apps. So after you've gone through these 3 steps, you're tracking your body weight consistently, you're keeping track of your body measurements, and you're also tracking your food intake correctly. And you find that over a period of 2 or 3 weeks that your weight is not changing, then it's most likely possible that you've hit a weight loss plateau. And if you're not following all these steps, then there's no accurate way of telling whether you've hit a plateau or not. So why do we hit a weight loss plateau? There's a number of reasons that can cause a weight loss plateau, but in my experience, it comes down to 3 or 4 things that are major factors in terms of why you stop losing weight. The number 1 factor is going to be your body weight. Now, a heavier person simply requires a lot more energy than a lighter person. So if you go from being a heavier person to a relatively lighter person, your energy requirements are going to change. You no longer need the same amount of calories that you did when you were heavier. Now, if you have no idea about how many calories you need, then a simple body weight multiplier I can give you is that simply take your body weight in pounds and multiply it by anywhere between 14 and 16 calories per pound of body weight. This is only accurate if you're actually working out, because if you don't work out, then you need less calories than this. So let's take an average person who burns 15 calories per pound of body weight. So if this person starts off his or her diet at a body weight of 300 pounds, and if you multiply 300 by 15, this person needs 4,500 calories to maintain his or her body weight in one day. Now let's say this person lost 50 pounds. So now this person, after a 50-pound weight loss, weighs 250 pounds. And if you multiply their body weight by 15, you get 3,750 calories that they need to maintain the body weight. Now this person went from requiring 4,500 calories to 3,750 calories in a day. And this is a difference of 750 calories. And 750 calories is a big number. And it's a big difference that can easily cause a person to stop losing weight. Reason number 2 is that your metabolic rate slows down when you diet down. And now when you try to lose weight, your body actually does not want to lose weight, and it will do a lot of things to prevent you from losing weight. And these are known as the different metabolic adaptations to weight loss. In simple terms, your metabolic rate simply refers to how many calories you burn in a day. And the number of calories you burn in a day is dependent on 3 major things. First of all, your BMR, which is known as your basal metabolic rate. And these are the amount of calories your body needs in one day just to stay alive. So even if you were to stay in bed all day and not move at all, you would still burn a certain number of calories just for your body to perform a lot of the bodily functions, just to keep you alive. The second major component that makes up your metabolic rate is your physical activity. So your activities can be divided into 2 different types. The first type is your exercise, and the other is a non-exercise activity. Your exercise consists of those physical activities that you do in order to burn more calories, and the other activities are the activities you do performing your daily tasks, like commuting to work, standing, sitting, cooking. So when we diet down, our metabolic rate, your BMR, tends to slow down a little bit, and this is because your body senses that less energy is coming in, and in order to stop you from losing more weight and dying of starvation, it slows down your energy output. And this is also reflected in your physical activity. So even though you might be exercising, you will find that you tend to move around less. You become a little bit more lazier. Instead of standing, you find yourself sitting more. If you're sitting down, you get up less times in a day. and if you're walking, you end up walking slower. So all of these things reduce your calorie burn throughout the day. And this is not intentional, but if you were to keep track of your activity, like let's say you use something like a Fitbit to track how many steps you take, you will find that when you start dieting down, your physical activity goes down for sure. And the other thing about physical activity is that as you become lighter, even if your physical activity remains at the same level, you burn less calories throughout the day. And the final thing that makes up your metabolic rate is called the thermic effect of food. And in simple terms, the food that you eat, your body has to expend a certain amount of energy to break down that food and derive energy from it. So from a mixed meal, usually the thermic effect of food is about 10%. And this simply means that, if you eat 100 calories, your body will expend 10 calories to break down that food and derive energy from it. And the net calories that you get from it is going to be 90. Now when you combine all of these factors, your metabolic rate slowing down, your physical activity going down, and also your body burning less calories because you're eating less food, all of these can add up and can result in a weight loss plateau. And you may think that you haven't changed anything, you're still on a diet, you're still exercising, but these things are beyond your control, and these are the main reasons why people eventually run into these weight loss plateaus. So now we know what a weight loss plateau is and how to determine whether we've hit a weight loss plateau or not, and we know the exact reasons why we hit a weight loss plateau. So what can we do about it? In my next video, I'm going to show you 10 things you can do to break a weight loss plateau, so make sure to check it out. So just to recap, a weight loss plateau is when you're not losing any weight for more than 2 to 3 weeks. And if you want to make sure that you're not losing weight, you need to accurately track your body weight, you need to keep track of your body measurements, and you need to make sure that you're keeping track of your food consistently. And once you make sure that you're doing all these 3 things, then you know for sure whether it's a weight loss plateau or not. And the reasons why we hit a weight loss plateau are, first of all, we weigh less. A lighter person simply needs less calories than a heavier person. And secondly, your metabolic rate slows down. And your metabolic rate is comprised of your BMR, your physical activity, and the thermic effect of food. So make sure to check out my next video where I share with you the exact 10 things you can do in order to break a weight loss plateau. And if you like this video, then please share it with only one person that you think is going to benefit from this video. And if you have any feedback or questions for me, make sure to leave a comment down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.